Alrighty, this is our first look at season 2 for Reina versus Asuka. This is this happened just during the Tekken Talk that just happened recently, so there's a lot of footage to go over, a lot of things that we're confused about. So we're gonna see what's up with all this right now. But man, this gameplay did not look real when I first saw it. Like, it felt like a whole moveset mod, I swear. I swear, this shit looked like an actual like moveset mod. Okay, so first of all, Sen 2 going into Heaven's Wrath is already an insane change. I don't think this is gonna be safe on block. I think this is actually gonna be like maybe like jab punish, similar like 7+2. Or maybe she'll have like a mind game where it's like if she had a jab punish, she'll go for the high crush low. I have no idea. We'll see. 4-4-2 getting a charge, but 4-4-2-3 from Asuka's side though. Interesting. Okay, I'm not sure if this is an Asuka nerf or a Reina buff, but sidestep 2 from Asuka used to always have a lot of pushback back then, which made a lot of punches whiff, and for Reina, down for 1-2 was one of them, right? So I'm not sure if this is a change specifically for Reina, making her down for 1 more consistent, or if they made sidestep 2 overall more nerfed. But I feel like this might be an Asuka change instead. Because that looks similar, but down for 1 tends to whiff sometimes, I'm not sure. Also, this is crazy. So all the low heat smashes now don't consume heat. Wait, can you guys see my mouse? Or is Zopia showing my mouse properly? It's not. Okay, good thing I picked up on that. I'm gonna switch to display capture. There we go. All right, so now you can see my mouse. That consumed a huge chunk of heat. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a universal change. This won't be a Reina specific thing. I'm pretty sure all low heat smashes now is probably gonna consume heat only, and not like be straight up like, not be like straight up a heat smash anymore, which is gonna be an insane change. That's a huge game changer. Also, I think 3-4-4 here either has a delay window now. Maybe you're able to charge the last hit of that. Also, they gave a new visual ender there to 3-4-4. And there's a possibility that the 3, you know, the initial 3 here might have a lower hitbox now, because standing 3, although it is a true high crush, tends to like bug out sometimes. So they might have lowered the hitbox a little bit just for those interactions, not to too often. But I think 3-4-4 might have a charge input here. That'd be crazy if that was the case, but we'll see. I'm not sure what this red spark thing is here. It's just crazy. Okay, crazy Asuka shit right here. This is a crazy ender. 4-2 into 4-4-1+2. And full crash down further gets a huge buff too. Okay, so this is also something that I think they might have changed. I think now tornadoes that previously, when you did a tornado at the wall, right? During like a balcony break or whatever, if you have a specific tornado that might cause a wall break, I think this is now a system change where like now the tornado will not cause a wall break anymore. This will allow you to have way more creative combos in your extensions and for you to purposefully break the wall whenever you want to, right? This might be a positive change, or it might be a more OP one, because you know, some characters might have better wall combos now than into like a guaranteed wall break. This might be like a huge system change, but we'll see. Misty, what's up? What's up? Hello, but I think this might be a huge system change. Also, this is the low. Wait, so it's not. Hold on. So Asuka Wall 2 is 13 frames. There's no. I think the bot just might have been like slow or something. So this is like the key thing to take away from this, right? They tried to do a 13 frame, but it didn't work. You're telling me this low is -12 only? A high crush low. First of all, finally a high crush low. One of my season wish list requirements has been us getting a high crush low, so thank God for that. I was only asking for down back too, but I'll take this. Yeah, so I think there was just maybe a little bit late. This might be like -14 or something. But that's crazy though. But dude, that down for 1 looks buffed, I swear. Maybe it's just placebo effect, but I swear this down for 1 looks like it has a bigger hitbox. 4-4-2 hit engager, we already know about this. We saw it from the previous thing. Okay. So chat, what are the chances our down forward 2 is gonna now launch crouchers? Do you guys think that Bandai is now gonna pull the trigger on this? I don't know if our down forward 2 is gonna launch crouchers at this point. You guys think there's 0 chance? Also, this is okay. I think this person just lay on punishing because this is now down 4-2 and they haven't punched that either. So either down 4-2 is safe now, Or they made, or you know, the person just lay on their punish. Leo heat smash? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, this low going to Sentai is so good. Okay, they tried to do 4-4-3 there. Also, 1-2-4 knockdown from Asuka, that's crazy. Parry still the same. That's so much damage.
We didn't do that previously, but this is a change in the direction.
That's a crazy change, dude. Down 2 into 1+2. Look at how much damage that does.
This is a change in the direction.
Bro, it's like she just took all of her rage from season 1, just put it into that one move, man. This is actually a crazy change.
We didn't do that previously, but this is
a
change in the direction.
Boom, boom. This is some Heihachi shit, man. I love it.
That said, you can still choose to turn this
running 3. And she can go into stance. I just realized she can go into stance off of this shit. Bro. Okay, 4-1+2 is still awkward to use, but I'm sure it'll make it useful. But the fact you can go off the stance off of it, that's actually so cool. That makes Onsoku 4 more useful now, I feel like.
In addition to what Nakatsu's talking about, there's the version.
That's a wall slide. Did they even? I think it should wall slide, yeah. Considering it gave you like a knockdown like this, if we go back a little bit forward, around here. Bam, bam. That's gonna wall splat from what the hell happened there? That's gonna wall splat from so far away.
You can still choose to turn this off if you want.
And then you can go with the stance off of this. Oh my god. How much heat did it consume though?
In the direction.
Okay, that consumes a lot of heat. Okay, pay attention to how much heat pay attention to how much heat that shit consumed.
Change in the direction.
That consumed a lot of heat. That's almost the same as the low heat smash, if not more. Is it safe? I think it's safe and plus. It's gonna be plus because you're burning heat for it.
Still choose to turn this off if you want to.
It also goes to stance off of it, which is really cool. Okay, this low is definitely react. Okay, I think this low looks reactable.
In addition to what Nakatsu's talking.
Yeah, that low looks reactable, but maybe you're able to mask it in neutral. But it definitely looks like it's on the slower side. But it's still gonna be useful.
This is the version displayed above the timer.
Yeah, 1-1-2
so
still.
You can choose to turn off if you want to.
Punish. Wait, what's punish?
Timer. And so that's another thing that you can choose.
Okay, they whipped it down 41, punish that. Okay. Is that safe now? I have no idea. Looks like a back forward too. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, back 4. Whoa, 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 whoa! She's able to enter wind. Okay, she accessed wind step from Onsoku. Look at this. So she accessed. Bro, that's gonna make Onsoku so much more powerful. Whoa! Hello, Ali. Appreciate the raid. Thank you so much, man. Bro, congrats to our characters. I'm about to getting buffs, man. Congrats. How you character up? Asuka top 1. I agree. But look at this. So you're able to access wind step off of. Bro, our keep out game is gonna be crazy. You have a button from almost any range at this point. They buffed our space control. I love that. That's a crazy change. 4-4-2-3, 4-4-2-1. Okay, I'm already seeing the Asuka bug for this, by the way. Like, I'm already seeing this. Oh god, what the hell, bro? YouTube, please. Anyways, this is gonna be like bugged out probably. I can already see this whipping. I can already see that whipping, by the way. Poor Asuka players. Okay, generic low. Still have a really good backdash. Okay, that said counter. So it's not a punish.
So Nakatsu is saying, you know, he's been playing with this on for a while now, and can tell that it makes it a bit.
I don't know, Misty. I don't know. We'll see.
Because at a glance, you can tell if you counter hit, and then choose for the.
Oh, wait, was that a high crush?
Easy to understand.
Was that back to a high crush there?
At a glance, you can tell if you counter hit, and then choose.
Okay, no. Wait, hold on. I don't know what happened there. That looks so weird.
Because at a glance, you can tell if you counter hit.
Bro, this spot is bugging out. Okay. No, just win this dance. Okay, never mind.
For the appropriate follow-ups, or you'll know if you're doing more damage because of that. Also,
no, the 4-4-2-1.
Like that,
the armor still exists. That's still a thing. Bro, she looks so weird when she enters crouch after her heat engagers.
Commentators, it's more easy.
That looks so weird. But it's like, what do we have as a crouching thing? Okay, but here's what I was curious about either, right? I was curious about the idea if we're able to still access our standing moves from crouching. And that seems to still be the case. Like you're still able to buffer like certain running moves off of it. So you're still able to like run that mind game off of a heat engager. Because a big fear of mine, right, was the moment you enter heat, if someone can visually react to you saying, going into crouch, because there's a visual difference between you entering crouch right now from heat engagers. So I was worried. I was like, okay, if we can visually react to the person entering crouch, like it makes the mix not too scary because you're able to anticipate either option A or option B. It makes it a lot more limited. But the fact that you're still able to access certain moves even after like entering your crouching status makes your options still a lot more open.
It's more easy to understand.
So you can still, for example, like mask a full crouch attempt and then still go into your running move afterward. That's actually going to be really, really strong.
What's going on to the game and touch on that.
We're gonna get like a full crouch low. I think the full crouch low is gonna be like. This is a huge change. Wrath 1 into Onsaku. This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be so cool because now Wrath 1 we can go into multiple options off of because Onsaku can open up a lot of options for us. Like we can go to a wave dash off of it. Maybe go in like another health attempt. Maybe go into like another raw sentai afterwards. Like there's gonna be a lot of options we're able to do. That's gonna be like insane. You're gonna be a problem? Nah, we're gonna be a problem. King Rain shit. We're the bigger problem. Whoa, okay. That's guaranteed on counter hit. So high crash low. We're gonna get, bro, this keeps bugging out because of the live stream. So Rat 2 afterwards. That means we're gonna get plus 13 at least on counter hit. But that also opens up the question: Can we choose not to enter stance off of the low? If we have the option to not enter stance off of the low, that might open up some more standing options for us. That looks the same.
So that's just a
1-1-2. Okay.
Changes.
This low looks crazy, dude. I'm excited for it. It doesn't look like it's that bad either on block because earlier Asuka tried to do a wall sending 2-1 on it. A little bit late, yes, but like if it was like minus 15, minus 60, and that they can still delay that punch and they'll still get that in. But the fact that they couldn't means that it's like minus 14, maybe minus 13. That's gonna be crazy. You're making a refresh? Yeah. I should probably refresh you, right? Let's do this. Just hope it doesn't bug all the time. Okay, like over here.
From the
Bro, no one cares about Elzu. There you go. But this is honestly crazy changes, man. Okay, go back a little bit here.
So that's just a brief summary of the changes. And it seems like
yeah, I think if we have the option to not go into stance off of that, that's gonna open up a lot more options as well. But even then, like that also means okay. So this is also another thing, right? This also means that we might have Sen 4 not be steppable after this. Because right now, if you do 1-1-2 Sentai on hit, you're still able to step Sen 4 afterwards. And you're like plus 11 after that. So if us being like plus 14 here on counter hit, maybe plus 13, maybe you'll make Sen 4 not steppable. Maybe that'll be like a really, really good pressure option afterwards. We'll see what they do though.
Changes. And it seems
Bam bam. But we'll see. Center, no. Center's homing. We saw it. I'll look back just to make sure. That's a crazy combo. 1, 2, 3 gives strong aerial tailspin. Now 2. Okay. Also, this is gonna be a huge combo changer. While setting 3, 4, we finally have a strong aerial tailspin. Finally. It was a long time coming, but they ended the combo short, man. But us getting a strong aerial tailspin off of this is going to open up a lot of routes. It's going to open up a lot of routes for us. I'm excited for that. Okay, no one cares about Lydia. All right, someone said Sen 3 might not be homing anymore. Let's go back and verify that real quick. So we gotta go back here. Man, this game looks so crazy. This does not look like an actual match. Bam bam. 4, 2, 3 buff. Boom. Aha. Okay. The running floor. The fact that we okay, how much heat does that consume? that consumes the same amount of heat as down 2 1+2. So it seems like they want you to be more like, I guess they want you to use more of your resource and heat and not just stare at the opponent all the time. They want you to go in a lot more, which honestly, it matches their vision with how this game is designed. They want you to just use more moves, right, and heat. Like the moment you pop heat, they want you to do a lot more with it. Instead of just, hey, you know, burn heat dash, burn heat smash, then GG, right? They want you to actually do actual heat moves now, which is actually makes sense. You know, it makes sense within their design idea. But some people's heat wasn't really strong outside of just you burning it for a heat dash or a heat smash. So now they're making the heat usage outside of those things more creative, which I kind of like, to be honest. But this still looks insane. And looks similar, kinda. Yeah, kinda. It definitely looks like one of those move mods for sure, yeah. But like, it adds more creativity to your heat now. But yeah, okay, hold on. So maybe they're just late here. There's just no way they made our down forward 2 safe. There's just no way. I don't believe that. I won't believe it until I see it. I need the notes to verify that, man. シーズン1の通り、バトルの状況を出したくないし、バージョン情報も出したくないっていうのは、設定でオンオフが切り替えることができます。So what I just mentioned, you know, it was a policy. Okay. Show us N3, show us N3. But this is a change in the direction. Bro, that's still a crazy move. That's gonna wall slap from so far away. Dude, this feels like a Jin heat smash. In the direction. Look at that. You're so far away, down to 1+2. That said, you can still choose to turn this off if you want. And you can go distance afterwards. In addition to, hey, bro. Okay, I think forward 1+2 might be safe as well. Yeah, it's a Heihachi move straight up. Yeah, it's actually a Heihachi move. Still choose to turn this off if you want to. So Senshin, which is this move right here, the forward 1+2 stance. This is currently -11. I have a theory that they might have made it safe now, maybe like -4, -5. Because it made no sense for it to be punishable, considering what that stance really did for you, right? Like, the mid wasn't really that threatening, the low was super slow off of it. The only thing you could do from this stance was able to access your running moves for actual better pressure, right? You're able to close the gap, and you're still able to just, you know, access a running move, maybe push for that counter hit low afterwards, but the mid itself being punchable made really, you know, it made no sense. It gave you new tactics at the wall as well, but I guess maybe they'll make it safe, maybe? We'll see. Listen to what Nakatsu's talking about, there's the version displayed above the timer. 1, 2, 2. That's another thing that you can choose to turn off if you want to. Yeah, we're gonna be spamming the hell out of this low. But my only worry is that it might be like, over time it might be like reactable. Which honestly, it's still fine. The fact that it's still high crush low, I'll take it. But I gotta be careful about using it against like really good players, you know? I gotta see like how effective it is in actual games. Because like, you know, a really good player might just react to it all the time if it's like that slow. カウンターだったんだ、パニッシュだったんだ。このコンボすごいダメージだっていうのが分かりやすくなってるので。112 still having that with it. Okay, where's San 3? I remember we saw it eventually. But man, I'm still curious about our forward 4 situation because we still haven't seen forward 4. Like forward 4 is still super important. Like right now, because of the crouch cancel changes that they made in this game, forward 4 is still like. We still need to do what they do with that move because right now, like us only being +2 on block, +5 on hit limits us a lot when they're able to set both directions. So I'm curious about those changes. I really am curious about those changes. Like that and waltzing 4-4. Because both those moves force crouching situation and the options will drastically change now. So I'm very curious about that. Follow-ups or you'll know if you're doing more damage because of that. Also for, you know, streamers. Wait, hold on. Was that Sen 3? You're doing more damage because of that. Also for, you know, streamers. Yeah, I think it's around here, right? Or for commentators. I think it's still humming. Hold on, isn't it humming anymore? Also for. Hold on, let's go down. You know, we're gonna slow this down by a lot. Let's just. Okay, no, we're not gonna have all the distorted audio. Is it no longer humming? Fast forward a little bit. No, it's still humming. Yeah, you see that little green spark there? It's still humming. It's still humming. It's still humming. Okay, someone said it might not be humming anymore, but you know, we just got visual confirmation. It's still humming. Just to double check here, just so that no one's like, hey, yo, I didn't see that very well. It's still humming. Okay, 442. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, you see that little green spark there? It's hard to see visually right now because of the heat engager there, but this little green spark shows that it's still humming. So we're you know, we're fine. We're fine. There's no like, oh, this is no longer a homing move anymore.
It's more.
So for those of you that preyed on our downfall, hold that.
To understand what's going on to the game and touch on
Okay. Now I hope the wrath phone situations get fixed though, because that's still, you know, buffs aside, that's still priority number one is for our consistency to be better. So I hope that's also addressed with all these changes, but this is still going to be amazing. You know, it's looking hopeful. This is a crazy change. You do this into Sand 3 and they're dead. This is still a crazy change.
So, you know,
Army 4 looks faster. It looks the same to me. I think 3-4-4 might be better though, but don't quote me on that. You know, we have limited footage here, so we're only able to analyze so much, you know?
We'll end that here.
Yeah, I think we can go back to the whole bit. I'm gonna go forward a little bit here.
Seems like a lot of people in chat like that.
Bam bam. Hey, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna make a lot more combos more useful, but I'm actually looking forward to this. But yeah, that'll conclude this small analysis. Not really much footage to look forward to. Sorry, not much footage to go over rather, but definitely a lot to look forward to for season 2. And I'm hoping they drop those notes soon. Though, although it's mentioned in this Tekken Talk that they're gonna drop the notes like during the release of the update. So sadly we can't get any early exclusives until then. But you know, patience is a virtue. Hopefully we get a lot of good changes, man. But it's definitely looking promising now. I'm definitely happy with what we have so far. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Take care. Peace.